We're here at the 2024 Festival of Speed in the BMW M booth, and I want to show you guys the Speed Yellow G90 M5. This was launched with another frozen color that's downstairs. It is the first M5 that has widened front and rear track, so you can see it. The width of the fenders is much different from the standard 5 Series you can see here. This is a 717 horsepower S68 hybrid M engine, similar to what's in the XM, but it has a smaller hybrid battery, so you're going to get less electric range with this particular model. And I will point out that this is the first time with the 7th generation M5 that there is a hybrid option, and that is the only option for the M5. Let's get in and check out this interior. So here's the interior of the brand new G90 M5, and the first thing you'll notice is it has the brand new flat bottom steering wheel from BMW that you can see in the LCI M3 and M4. It also has the M highlighting colors throughout the door panels and the dash, which you can color change and has special M color options for the different modes. There's also a new carbon fiber trim, which has a little bit of a different open design, which I really like. And then these seats look really familiar, similar to the outgoing F90. They are very comfortable. Yesterday I was inside of the one that's downstairs. The leather quality, of course, is top notch. This is top of the range model for BMW. And it has a lot of piano black in the interior, which is a love-hate. Looks really nice now because the car is brand new, but it's super easily scratched. And I'm sure there'll be many aftermarket options to sort of switch that up later on. The other thing you'll notice is there actually is not a gear shifter present in this M5. They changed it to a small switch, and now the start-stop button is now of a different shape, not a round one that you would see in the M3, M4, and previous M5s. Also on the steering wheel, the M1 and M2 buttons are much more pronounced. You can also see at 12 o'clock, they have a 12 o'clock red marker on all of the M5s as standard. Moving towards the back seat, pretty much standard 5 Series here in the back. Different climate controls with a digital display. Nothing uncommon or surprising to see in an M5. Let me walk to the front and talk about some of the exterior design cues of the G90 M5. This being presented in Speed Yellow, rumor is this is going to be delivered with 150 different individual color options at launch for the M5. You'll first notice that there's no fender grille as previous models, which I think was excluded in favor of the wider fender. Moving into the front bumper, there's a lot of aerodynamic cues that are built into the bumper, which you really don't see in photos. So seeing the car is really crucial. There's a lot of piano black underneath, a lot of really large intakes as you'll see on any of the M5s, and there is no fog lights as a standard with an M model. Standard flush door handles, which is the new design for BMW moving forward. And of course a standard M design side skirt, which matches and flares out for the front and the rear arches. One of the stuff that's been talked about online a lot in a lot of the comments is this area of the car, how it just transitions out to a wider fender, much like the G80 has. But one thing you have to remember is that all the standard 5 Series and 3 Series models use the same doors. They're not going to change the doors for an M5 versus a 550. They do have a different rear fender and a different front fender, which then requires this. So moving back, you have the standard trim with the gloss black, moving into the Hofmeister kink, and then new for this model is the engraved M5 logo, as you've seen on previous newer models such as X5 and X3. There's a lot of more little bit design work here with the way that this is designed. It kind of flows with the vehicle. It's not just a standard square or rectangle as you've seen on some of the other models. One of my favorite points on the new G90 is the new badge that they're doing with the silver outline. Now you can really read the badge from far away, and you'll see that on the LCI M2, M3, and M4. Really aggressive rear diffuser and bumper. It really kicks out with the rear fender. Of course, there's a reflector there. The diffuser in photos and online, I really didn't like. But in person, it really matches all of the rest of the aggressiveness with these wide fenders, sort of the way the bumper kicks out here. And top to bottom, you can't even see the exhaust tips, which is a little bit different, and I really need to look under that diffuser to see those standard M quad exhaust tips that you'd see. Also, one thing I really like is the reverse light is way down here in the bumper that keeps it out of the rear taillights. You'll see a standard carbon rear trunk spoiler with a really nice complex design. It's just not a simple square. It really matches the trunk design. Really nice touch on the car, and it's a really great contrast on the Speed Yellow. This carbon spoiler matches well with, of course, the carbon roof that you'll see on the G90 M5 with the scalloping, which is pretty standard for M cars of the day. I really like the wheels. I would have gone with a different finish so we could have seen more of the detail, but being gloss black, again, it has that contrast with the yellow that's really nice. This has the M carbon brakes on it, which will be an option on all the M5s. And finally, as you'll notice from the side, again, this is a hybrid. So all the 7th generation G90 M5s are a hybrid drivetrain, which adds to the other comment which you've been getting online, which is a lot about the weight. This is a very heavy M5, but that's also because of the hybrid system weighing over 900 pounds. There's also a lot of bracing top to bottom underneath the car, in the structure, in the suspension structure, that really adds to the weight, making this a 5,390 pound M5. That sums up the brand new G90 M5 as presented here at Goodwood Festival of Speed. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think of the car, especially the Speed Yellow, and we'll see you guys next time.